Like I said before in my first video, I mentioned that this friend of mine reached out to me with this concern about the mood fluctuating and all that. Then I suggest to her that she go check her gut. I bet you guys really want to know what the outcome of that. Well, it turned out well. See, it turned out that the gut was actually the problem. The gut was unhealthy. I mean, that's one thing most psychiatrists don't tell you. In fact, I don't know why it's not out there. I don't know why they are not practicing. I don't know why it's not in their scope of practice or whatever, but it's just not being said to people. Like, people do not know these things, because sometimes we come across clients come to us every day with the same problem. Like, they have been on antipsychotics for a while. They've done a lot of therapies. They've done so many things, and they are not really seeing the effects of it. And the problem could be solved by just allowing them take a gut test, because most of these problems come from the gut system or the gut. But I don't know why most of our people, because I'm in the process, I'm also a psychiatric nurse. I don't know why most of these people, some of these things are not being told to clients. Oh guys, see, I'm so exhausted today. But for the love that I have for you, I can't let today go without making a video. Hi, you're welcome back to my channel. As always, my pretty name is Diana. You can just call me D. And welcome back to Understanding Us with D, a channel dedicated to making you understand all the mental health stuff that you're struggling with. I am here to make it easy for you. So you're welcome, and thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. And also, thank you for on your notification bell. That means that if you haven't on it, or you haven't done all these things I've listed, please do justice. Oh my God, it's good to see you again. So yeah, she got her gut checked, and that's the problem. And she's currently doing a whole lot of, she's doing a gut reset. She's trying to live healthy. She's trying to eat healthy foods, and that is what I am here today to tell you. I'm here today, like I promised in my last video. I told you guys I'll be back. I told you that I'll be back with more stuff. And one of the things I promise I'll bring is that I'll bring some of the foods that we need to keep our gut healthy, or to make it healthy if it's already unhealthy, and how to reset our gut within just 3 days. Within just 3 days, when you start taking your gut health seriously, you would actually see massive changes. It's not like other stuff that you have to wait for like 2 weeks, 21 days, a whole month, or like 3 months. With gut, you actually get to see your results within 3 days. Yes, I said 3 days. So you're welcome to my channel. Now let's dive in. YouTubers have this English. Yeah, without further ado, let's dive in. Whether you have issues with your gut or not, you need to go and get your gut checked. Your gut system is one of the things that you need to be serious with. That is your second in command to the brain. That's the second in command. So if the vice to the brain is not doing well, trust me, the whole body would suffer. So please try and get it tested, try and get it done. The fact that you're not sensing anything doesn't mean that it's healthy. Maybe it's preparing to just blow out and become something big. So try and get it tested. They said I went to the white is enough. Please, I've said my own. You guys try and get tested and kindly comment. Give me the feedback in my comment section. In my last video, I always refer to my last video because I want you guys to go check it out. That way you'll be able to understand this particular video better. So like I said, I told you guys that one of the things that would give off your gut out when it's not doing well, one of the signs to show that your gut is not doing too well, it's when you have this mood fluctuation. Sometimes not necessarily that bad. Sometimes you bloat, just bloating. You are bloating, you're having all these strange cravings, you're eating left, right, you're eating up and down, you're eating anything, you're not being satisfied. You want this, and your mood is all over the place, bleeding on the wrong people, you're eating too much, you eat. And then one thing one sign is also you comfort eat. Mostly we comfort eat when you are stressed. But sometimes when we are bloated, when our gut is not doing too well, we tend to comfort eat a lot. And most of the time, we comfort eat sweets. We eat chocolate, we eat this ice cream. I mean, all the unhealthy things you can think of. That is what we use to comfort eat. So somebody will ask you, what is comfort eat? Comfort eating is simply things that we do to make us feel better when we are not doing too well emotionally. It doesn't happen to everybody, but some people do that. Some people can relate to this. And when they do that, when they eat some of these things, it actually makes them feel so much better. But the truth is that making you feel better is actually destroying something somewhere. It's actually making your situation worse. Now, what are some of the signs? Somebody will ask you, how do I know if I'm bloating? I mean, we all know. Sometimes we have this pants. When I mean pants, I don't mean the pants that we wear under, and I'm talking about our trousers. We have trousers that fit our waist perfectly, but on some days they become difficult to button or difficult to zip. When you have some of these days, or when you start having this kind of issue, then know that you've started bloating. Sometimes we remove gas a lot, okay, that we are removing gas here and there. So there is constipation, and also there is fluid retention. When I say fluid retention, what do I mean by that? There are some days that we all have these shoes, we all have these bracelets that fit perfectly. They fit flawlessly. They fit without any much energy invested in when we are wearing or we are putting them on. But there are days when putting them on become extra hard or difficult, especially around our wrists or our legs. When we are putting our legs in shoes, or we are wearing maybe this type of bracelet or any other bracelet that we have, there are some days that I felt a bit difficult. We have to push a little, we have to use extra energy. On days like that, or when these things start to happen to you, know that you may be bloating. I mean, higher percentage that you may be bloating, because that's a sure sign that you're bloating. Sometimes when these things happen, we tell ourselves, oh, I've gotten big, I've gotten fat, I need to hit the gym, I need to cut some diet, I need to work out. No. It could actually mean that it's just bloating, and it's also a sign that your gut is not doing too well, so it needs your attention. So I mean, look out for that, because that happens to us a lot. It happens to us a lot. And then also another sign of bloating is that we have high craving. Okay, we are craving left, right, we are craving here, and we want to eat anything that we smell. We want to eat, we want to put in our system. That's another sign that we are not doing too well. Our gut is bloating and our gut has a problem and needs our attention. And also, aside the physical symptoms, you also, let me put this in before I forget, there is also fluid retention around your abdominal area. Okay, that is why most of the time your pants or your trousers don't fit perfectly like they used to, or they are on other days. And also there is this one major physical symptom that I forgot. I was talking about fluid retention a while ago. Fluid retention does not only happen around your wrist and your leg, they happen around your abdominal area too. And also I forgot to talk about the leg on. Well, I don't know if I mentioned it, then this is an extra information. With a leg, the normal shoe that you put on every day, there are days that they feel too tight or become difficult to wear, like so that when that happens, or when that start happening, then you know that there's some sort of fluid retention around the area. And it's not that you are growing big or you've increased in size or whatever that we will call it. But sometimes, and then the thing is that around this time you see most people trying to check their weight, saying that, oh, I've had some kilos or I've put on extra weight, and you stand on the scale and then it's actually giving you a higher kilos. It's actually telling you that your weight, you've added up some weight. But sometimes it's actually not an extra weight. It's just bloating and your body going through all these physiological changes and physiological issues, and all you have to attend to it. The moment you take care of this bloating, your weight or whatever gets fixed. Remember I told you there is fluid retention in some parts of the body. So when there is fluid retention, the fluid is not supposed to be in this part. So when there is fluid, that is extra weight to you. So when you're able to take care of these things, you're good to go. You don't need to lose weight or anything. So next you increase in weight, check if you are bloating. Pay attention to yourself to see what's the actual problem. Is it really that you've actually added some weight, or is just your gut acting up? Now, what are some of the things that when we do, it makes our gut unhealthy? What are some of the foods? Well, like all the processed carbohydrates that we take in, almost all the processed foods that we eat, sugar, alcohol, not sleeping early, like not getting the 6 to 8 hours night sleep every day. All these things actually affect our guts. It affects our gut's microbiome. So when you're doing all these things, make sure that you try to work things out. Try to cut some things. And then also eating too late at night. Nobody said that you shouldn't eat. But when it comes to gut health, you're supposed to eat a time. Let's say you're supposed to eat within 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. When you eat, around this time, the gut is able to process whatever you've eaten. Then you get ready for the night routine when you are asleep. Okay, that's what we are trying to say here. We are not saying do not eat, but try to eat at a time that your gut is able to process whatever you've taken before you go to bed. So when you eat 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed, that's a fair deal. And then sometimes somebody would say that, okay, let me say I eat 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. and then I go to bed at let's say 12 a.m. No, that is when you go to bed at 12 a.m. What time do you wake up? Let's say that you go to work like 7 or 8. You are just worrying your body mechanism, your body's way of doing things. You are distracting everything. So at least by 9 p.m. you are already in bed. On worst days, like let's say you are so busy or things didn't go well as planned, sleep at 10. 10 is the best. 9 is the best, but let's say on worst days, 10. Worst case scenario, 10 p.m. you are good to go. You have to eat and give your guts time, and that time should be within 2 to 3 hours to be able to process whatever you've eaten, or to be able to get ready for the night routine when you are asleep. And yes, our systems do work. They do a lot of working when we are sleeping. So let's say you sleep at 9 p.m. Obviously you have to eat by 7 p.m. or 6 at least at most by 6, 7, you are done with your night, your dinner or your supper, or yeah, you are done, so that way you're able to relax. Your body, your system is also your gut is also able to take care of stuff before you get ready to go to bed. So yeah, I mean, try to avoid all this fast food that we take. Some people live on fast food. Some people basically survive on fast food. That's their life. They eat it morning, they eat it afternoon, they eat it evening. You are stressing yourself and your gut as well. So try and cut those processed food, the sugars. Nobody's saying you should not eat sugar, but please manage it or balance it with a healthy gut diet. So that way when you eat your sugar once a while, it doesn't really do much. And then also consuming alcohol, especially late at night, you are destroying your gut microbiome. You are destroying all the microbacteria. You are destroying the viruses. You are destroying the fungus, the healthy ones that will help you to stay fit. You are destroying practically everything. So yeah, so what are some of the foods that will keep your gut healthy? What are some of the food that you need to reset your gut? Well, you need food rich in high protein, you need food rich in fiber, and you also need fermented foods like kombucha. So on a typical day or a typical morning, you wake up on time, wake up early, try to do some few workouts. By the way, workouts also keep our gut very, very healthy. Try to do 1 or 2 workouts, whether you walk, whether you stretch, all that you need, run, jog, all you need to do to keep active. Then after all this, you get a diet high in protein, high in fiber. Then you add, you do fermented food. You top it up with fermented food, whether juice or whatever. So when you're trying to reset the gut, you don't even need a lot of time to reset your gut. Like when you are dealing with other things that has to do with your body, you need like other inflammation, you need like sometimes you need like 14 days to 21 days, 1 month, or sometimes a whole 3 months. The gut is not like that, thankfully. The gut can just start showing signs, or can start responding to good nutrition or good health care within 3 days. Yes, within just 72 hours, your gut will start giving you positive feedback. So somebody will still ask, what's I mean, if you're telling me to take high protein food high in fiber, what do you really mean? What are you saying? All I'm saying is that get veggies like cabbage, get veggies like green leafy vegetables, get eggs. So on a typical morning, you have your scrambled egg at one side, you have some veggies at another side, you have your yogurt at another side. Yogurt rich in probiotic at one side, and then you add a ginger tea. Ginger is very good for the gut, so make sure you have a little ginger tea at one side. You have a perfect breakfast. When you want proper gut health, you actually need you have to give your gut or your digestive system 12-hour food-free time. It doesn't only depend on working out, it doesn't only depend on eating health, sleeping well, having 6 to 8 hours night sleep. It also depends on your social health. Yes, I said social health. So when I say social health, what do I mean? Your gut health also depends on how you bond socially. If you have this people around you, you are somebody that spends time. People that promote good mental health, people that are good for your mental health. I'm not saying that you should go and be in the company of people that drain you mentally. That is a no-no. Okay, your gut love it when you spend time with good people that promote your mental health, people that makes you feel better, when you're happy doing those things, having fun with friends and family, when you're happy going up and down, jumping, doing what you love doing most, your gut is in cloud 9. It's so thrilled to see you doing all these exciting things for it. So you can be doing the other one, but when your social life is not doing too well, your gut health is also in trouble. Take it from me. You can research. It is 100% true. So see, if you don't have friends, get good friends. If you don't, someone that you don't spend much time with family, try spending more time with them. If you don't spend much time with friends, try spending more time with them. And also try doing things that makes you happy. Fall in love with something. Try doing something. I mean, assess yourself. Look through you. Try to see something that you love doing, something that brings the spark back to your eyes, something that gets you excited when you think about it. Start doing these things, because these things makes your gut so healthy and happy. I mean, they literally jump around and in applause. They are happy. They dance. You see, when you're dancing, I'm trying some dancing moves, like try some good music. Have you tried? I mean, when you do that, see your gut, it's also so very happy. You see, the way you're jumping around, dancing, your gut is also dancing. I mean, the microbiome, the microorganisms, they are happy. Do these things, plus healthy diet, good sleep, exercise. You're good to go. Now, maybe there's one of you out here there who don't have the time to go through all this. Maybe you're too busy. There is a simple, fastest way. It's by consuming the poo of somebody who has a healthy microbiome, a healthy gut. Yes, poo. Oh my God, I mean poo when I said poo. So I mean, that's the easiest, the fastest way, and it also keeps your gut so strong, because getting the poo from a healthy, somebody who has a very, I mean, highly healthy gut system. His or her poo contains a lot of healthy bacteria, a lot of microbiome. So when they get the poo and you consume it, boom, you've hit. Your gut is good to go. So just in case, if some of you cannot go through all these things that I've put out here or I have said so far, so when you have this good family member, friend that you think have a strong gut system, you should go for their poo. Thank you. You don't have to say thank you. I know already that you're grateful. Oh, guys, like always, I love to spend time here, because I love to give all the information, all the educative stuff, because I love to see you healthy. That gets my heart. So I come here, I've dedicated myself to come here every day to give you this insightful information. But I do not want this video to be too long for you. So I guess we have to end here and then continue again. So this is the part 2 of the last video. I delivered as I promised. So please, what you can also do to support me is to share this video to friends and family. Share it to those you don't even like, because they may end up thanking you.